So for today's video, we are now again picking one of the best opening in chess. So before we start the tutorial and before we explain the best opening, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell below to get updates of my latest videos. Okay guys, so now let's start the best opening tutorial. So this best opening was called the King's Gambit. So this is really called the King's Gambit because it is focusing on how to easily open up and checkmate the opponent's king. So now let's start with the beginning moves on how to move the King's Gambit. The first move we have here, we need to have the white piece in order to make the King's Gambit, or in order to perform the King's Gambit. So the first movement was from e2 in front of the king going to e4. So as most of the movement of the King's Gambit, I mean the Gambit movements, or most of the best movement, best opening, the opponent will bounce back and go to e5 in front of our first pawn. This time, the next movement was right here at f2 going to e4. This pawn is a sacrificial pawn. So, without hesitation, the black pawn will really eat that because there is no danger in eating that up. So, King's Gambit, the black pawn eat that up. Then, we have many options right now. We have the option to use the queen, we have the option to use the horse, or we have the option to use the bishop. And one of the option right here is not a good option. Do you know where it is? Maybe it's some sort of small good things, but also does have a side effect if you don't know how to cover up your king. So, but if you are not a fan of castling, this is no worry, because if you go right here, this option right here, the queen of the black piece will check you right here. So as you can see, in checking this king, so the option of the king is to go right here or to go right here. So the king cannot castle anymore. That's it. So right now, we have to search for another movement to make the King's Gambit the best opening. So the next movement is using the horse move to f3, so that the queen from the black piece cannot go right here because it will be eaten up by the horse. Okay, so we go right here. Most of the opponent are using this pawn to g5 in order to support this pawn right here. We can go right here, but the best option we have right now is to go right in h4 from h2. I will show you later why is it the best movement. So next movement from the opponent is to go right here to drive away your horse. So as you can see, we have now the advantage of using this pawn right here to going to h4 because we can use the horse. It can be used to support the horse in going to g5. So the queen cannot eat up the horse because it will be eaten by the pawn. The next movement, the opponent has two best option using this pawn or this pawn. So at first, let's just use this pawn right here. we use this pawn right here. As you can see, the horse right now has no other movement to go because it will really go dead. As you can see, eaten up by the pawn right here, also eaten up by the pawn right here, also the pawn, and right here is the rook. So the best option we have here is to sacrifice our horse. Do not worry about sacrificing our horse because as you can see, we need to eat up that right there at f7 black pawn. So the king will eat up the horse without hesitation because there are no danger. But it is very good. It is a very good plan if you can you will be used to it because the king is now open for you to easily checkmate the king. So there are two movements that is the best for us, using the bishop to go right here or using the queen to go right here. So let's just use the queen to eat this up. So as you can see, as using this up, most of the opponent will use this pawn right here to drive away your queen. So as going right there, you will eat up the pawn or the check. So if checking that way, if the king will go right here or right here, it is a bad idea for him because as you can see, check, he need to cover this one or to get out of this way, and the rook will be out of the place or be eaten by the queen. That's very good idea, right guys? So right now I will show you the other possibility if using the other pawn, not this pawn right here. So I will just start from the beginning without further explanation. Okay, so in this possibility, the pawn is not the black piece will not use this pawn. Instead, use this pawn going to f6 to drive away the horse. So as usual, the best move is to go right here, sacrificing our horse. But don't worry, it's not a problem. So he needs really to eat that because if he will not eat the pawn, it will, if he will not eat the horse, it will eat the rook and the queen. So he really need to eat that up. As eating that up, we have now see that we can eat this up, and the queen, the king is now again wide open for us to easily checkmate and use the bishop or the queen to easily checkmate this king right here because it is wide open and it is having the bad defense, the double pawn. So that's all for today, guys. Again, don't forget the King's Gambit movement, one of the best opening tricks in the chess. And again, I hope you like this video, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell below to get updates of my latest videos. And have a good day, guys.